Welcome back, everyone, to Nations Cup, our third best of five of the day. Unfortunately, we only have 3 best of fives today. There was a forfeit from Netherlands as they could not field enough players to go up against Ukraine. Hopefully, we'll see them tomorrow up against Poland. Tomorrow is the last day of the 7 rounds of Phase 2 for the EU phase. That means that we're going to be we will have our 4 teams. So the top 4 teams from this round robin phase will be going to represent their country at Nations Cup June 10th and 11th in Berlin. I will be there casting alongside of Trixler and Caldor. So yeah, I'll be there. I'll be hope to see you all there. If not, I'll see you in Twitch chat. Who's Bandit's buddy? It's Copper is my neighbor's dog. My neighbors are currently down the mountain for a Cure concert. Cure as in the Meta Madness? It was the Miami event that happened. They're gonna go see Cure GG play. No, they're seeing the Cure off the mountain, so they were like, "Can you watch our dog while we're gone?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So, so my apologies. It's just for one night. Thank you for the follow. Sorry. Dry out. My throat dried out. Alrighty. So that's all that. That's the explanation of Nations Cup, all that good stuff, why we're here. Let's talk about the draft style. I mentioned something called Meta Madness, and that means that we are moving away from the conventional style of drafting where all heroes are up and available outside of bans. The way that Meta Madness style works is the heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps. So Blaze is not available for the remainder maps in this best of 5. We are guaranteed at least 3 maps in a best of 5 series. Hogger, only available for Dragonshire. And someone actually asked this question earlier, and I think that was a good question, so let's clarify. Since Blaze is picked up on the side of Spain, that does not mean that Poland can grab it in map number 2. All heroes picked and played are banned on both sides. So it's not like later on Chromie could be picked up by the side of Spain. And so when we get into map number 2 in this best of 5, whatever map that may be, Blaze, Chromie, Hogger are unavailable for both sides. Genji, Lucio, Brightwing, Rexar can be pickable if they're not banned away. I hope that was nice and clear. I do apologize that I go through this every single time. If you know the whole spiel, I'm sure you're sick of it. But sometimes there's players or there's viewers who don't see these things. Maybe they check the VOD on YouTube and they don't know the draft style. So at least this is explained clearly for them. As we get into our next ban phase for Dragonshire, we've got a Hogger, Chromie on the left-hand side, Blaze, Ando, and Junkrat on the right. RNG, what's up, bud? How you doing today? Good to see you, Darth Lizard Lord the Third. By the by, I am double-checking names because sometimes it doesn't. Love call. Okay, so Poland banned away Sky Temple and Spain banned away Braxis Holdout. So we will not be seeing Braxis Holdout or Sky Temple in this best of 5 series. Could be 3 maps, could be a full 5. We're gonna see. We shall see. Lucio, Sylvanas, Brightwing, Rexar, Genji. It's Dragonshire, Anduin, Junkrat. Do you get rid... I feel like... I like the Diablo here, but maybe you look for like a Nubarak ban instead. Oh, it's gonna be Hanzo. I don't hate that either. I'm just looking at the lockdown for Chromie. That's the one thing I'm a little concerned for against Spain, or for the side of Spain. So there's a Nubarak, so you cocoon the Anduin and burst down a single target. Though Bunker for Blaze, Leap of Faith from Anduin are good cleanses if you can time them out right. I do think Poland's got a supreme draft so far. Poland's got a really, really good draft. I like a lot of it. They're going to need to round out their draft with some extra damage. They could do Hypercarry Chromie and maybe do like a Thrall for more CC. I actually would not hate another Bruiser for the side of Poland that has some sort of CC like Imperius, maybe even like a Colossal Smash Varian. Colossal Smash Varian has armor reduction, which is spell and physical, which is a good way for Chromie to find higher burst. I don't actually hate another Bruiser for the side of Poland. Like, a Thrall wouldn't be bad whatsoever. Oh, Gus from Falstead, though, is going to be a denier into the single target dive, so maybe they're not going to lean into that. Maybe they just look for some sort of auto attacker. Something like Cassia, Vala, Raynor, Greymane. Okay. I still think both teams have supreme drafts in map number 1. I really like both these drafts. On paper, they both play super well. You've got good CC on both sides from beginning to end. You've got great heroic scaling. You've got really good late game potential from both sides as well with 16s and 20s. This is going to be a really good matchup here on Dragonshire. I'm going to go ahead and swap us into the casting screen and get us a prediction going. Which team wins Dragonshire? We have got Poland on the left and Spain on the right. We'll go ahead and give that 2 minutes and get on in. If you'd like to take a look at the bracket, the Wikipedia exclamation bracket that Kaladin just used, if you'd like to check out more information on Nations Cup, use exclamation Nations Cup. Get yourself over to the webpage. I believe there's a GoFundMe if you'd like to donate towards that as well. Alrighty, on the left-hand side, there's your level 1s. 9 out of 10, no Artanis. Yeah, I think we'll see him in this series. I got a gut feeling we'll see Artanis in this series. On the left-hand side, we've got the members of Poland Liverpool. On the Rhaegar, Al playing the Chromie. We've got Rye on that Hogger. Twice to play the Anubarak and Itrax on the Greymane. To the east, we're looking at Spain. Pep on the onto the Blaze. For all the weebs in chat, this is just for you. Joanna. There you go. You get it once. You get it once. On the Joanna, we see Exulium playing the Anduin, Nano on the Junkrat, and Drac to play the Falstad. We move into mid. There's your level 1s. The gamble's still going. Who's going to take the series, chat? Or who's going to take the map? Sorry. Thank you, Ninja. Hogger in the top lane. Falstad holding his level 1. Is he going to go autos, or is he going to be leaning into Q build? I feel like Q build is what you want. And yeah, it's going to be Gathering Storm at level 1. As the Anubarak, Greymane, Rhaegar put in some pressure into the top lane, spawning some beetles to tank those tower shots, and Twice and crew get a bit of damage onto the fort front gate. Chromie soaking up the mid lane. What heroes to remove from the pool for the next round? It's not just building Synergy 16, but also heroes you don't want to play against later. Yeah, sure, absolutely. Absolutely. But also to note, if you get a if you're playing it like chess, that like, oh, like we need to get rid of these heroes so the later games aren't as hard, you also have to realize this series can be won in 3 games, and there's only 20 heroes banned away by the start of map number 3, so it's usually when you get into maps like 4 and 5 is when the drafts start to kind of get very unique. Maps 1, 2, and 3, 3 we start to get into the interesting drafts as well, but I do agree you can look at it that way. We have seen teams do that, but also getting a stellar draft on map number 1 and just getting a lead in that is also a big W as well. Definitely many ways to approach something in this draft style of Meta Madness. I'm sure there's multiple ways these teams are looking at things. Nice cleanse from Rhaegar, denies the concussion mine from pulling Hogger over the wall. Granted, with the siege available, no, they could have, if Hogger went over the wall, I think they could have turned on him and got the kill from the side of Spain. Dragonite available in mid lane, but Joanna's going to deny that for the time being. Anubarak floating around as well. Falstad is going to pressure the Chromie. Anubarak not landing the combo onto him as we check back into top lane. This is going to be just contest over the Sunshrine. Moonshrine and bottom held by the members of Poland. Copper, I do not have any more treats. Go lay down. No. Go. Back up. As I said, this is why we did this later in the day, because this dog is just a pain in the butt. He's a good boy. He's just a pain in the butt. He's just an absolute thorn in your side. Well, we will see the Dragonite stalled out by Chromie in bottom lane as she gets the Moonshrine back in her favor. Also, by the way, tomorrow's Bandit's birthday. We're doing Bandit birthday stuff later in the day after I take Copper back over to his house. So we will have Bandit birthday stuff tomorrow. It'll probably be around, like, noonish. With 4 best of 5s tomorrow, we should be easily able to make it into noon. Crush, don't say that. He's reading Twitch chat. I have tons of bags sitting on the desk next to me. Absolutely. Nice bounce out from Rye in the top lane. Not going to be threatened too much. Sunshine back over to the side of Spain, as Falstad will be hanging out at the beach for the next 15 seconds. Chromie dropping some sand from the sky. 8 stacks on the deep breathing level 1. She is Morbius Loop at level 7. Or 5, however you want to break that down with Chromie talents. But still, bottom lane Siege Giant, amplifying the siege in bottom lane with a couple rocks here and there. Oh boy. Thank God for small amounts of caffeine and tea. Good hammering out from the Falstad, picking up another few stacks. Actually, only 15 right now from the Falstad. Kind of surprising. Kind of surprising. 8-7 in our levels, leading to the side of Poland. I know it was said in Discord, but if Poland wins this series, I think there's some upsets potentially or something like that. I don't know if anyone has the stats in chat on this one. I don't have time to try and figure out who moves where in the middle of a game, but if anyone has the stats on it, I know, like, if Spain wins, it's a big deal for them. If Poland wins, it's a big deal for many others. I believe, actually, if Spain wins this series, they punch their ticket to the LAN. Is that correct? Does anyone know? I thought that's what I read. Granted, I've been up for a very long time today already, so I'm trying to do my best to hold it together. It's on your list to work out? Oh, okay, okay. All right, well, all we know is that this match is a big deal for both teams. That is the short of all of it. The long is what we'll figure out later. We'll figure out the long of it all later on. Maybe we'll do that between games. But the short of it is this is very important for both these teams. But I believe Poland is basically qualified if they win, as Netherlands forfeit. Oh, Netherlands did forfeit tomorrow as well? Oh, that's a bummer. Because that's what I was thinking, is I know that Netherlands goes up against Poland tomorrow, and I was like, oh, will that have any influence? Okay. I can only do so much, Bahat. I expect so much more from you, Rob. I don't know what, but I expect it. Level 10s are here. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. Ancestor Healing, Temporal Loop, Cocoon, Shockwave, and the Curse Bullet for the Grey Mane. If Spain wins, they're 100% to qualify. Got you, okay. All right, well, it's a big matchup for both teams, honestly. Gust, Light Bomb, Bunker, Riptire, and Bless Shield for the side of Finland, as we're looking at the damage, healing, and experience for these two teams here on map number 1 in this third best of 5 of the day. Junkrat, Concussion Mine, splits into the Chastise of Anduin, but it's a Nubarek. He's fine. He's got a chonky health bar as he's down to 50%. Hogger gets a spin through. Is there a Shockwave to follow up? Yes, there is. Onto the Anduin. Temporal Loop onto him as well. Light Bomb to answer the enemy. Ancestor Healing will connect onto Hogger and Tyne Cocoon. Into the Joanna. Junkrat trying to split the enemy away with these Concussion Mines. And Joanna's going to be out of the Cocoon, but the dive is actually onto Anduin. Joanna's so very low, they can't find a kill. I can't believe it. Nobody died right there. Alvarez is going to be double split with the Concussion Mines. Really good control from Junkrat, and I do believe he has got the cooldown reduction. We'll take a look at that in a second. I think, is it the level 7 that gives him cooldown reduction on enemies? No, that's the slow. It's the boom pow. There you go. Which, doesn't that put Junkrat Concussion Mine on, like, what, 6-second cooldown? 4? 6? 6-second cooldown from the level 7. 4. Sorry, words hard. All right, 29 stacks for Falstad. One more stack and he'll get the jump in damage, the extra 15% on top of his 15%.
There must always be
Uncapped quest, by the way. Anduin 2 stacks on his level 4. He'll have 2% on his spell power as Junkrat checks the bush with the frag launcher grenade. Excuse me. Alrighty, 13's almost here on both sides. Danger pings in the bush. We've got a few members floating down in bottom lane. Nubarek finds a good impale, but he just has to oh my god. Junkrat chunked here down to, I don't know, a 5th of their HP, let's say. Cocoon onto the Falstad. Junkrat's able to blast away here. A little bit of lag on my end. Sorry about that. Little NA internet. Oh, a little more NA internet. Please, Spectrum. Please don't be mean to me today. Nicely played. There's the Blessed Shield for the initiation. Light Bomb to follow up afterwards. Ancestral Healing will connect onto Itrax. Nubrek goes in with a Burrow Charge. That's a Concussion Mine that does not get the value they're looking for. Rip Tire doesn't do a ton, and Gust from Falstad has to be used. 1 kill favoring the side of Poland. I guess you could say another kill in their pockets, as it's 3-1 in kills overall. Hogger rotates back up towards top lane. Actually, he's in mid for the channel. Nah, Pep's got the interrupt. Falstad flies, and Nubrek is going to tank a ton of damage. I think he's actually dead here. You're betting on Spain this match? Looks like a lot of people believed in Poland instead. Greymane has to Razor Swipe up to avoid the Concussion Mine of Junkrat, but he lives with 100 or 200 or so HP. Falstad gets the top lane channel and will float his way down towards mid. Chromie's done with her level 1s. Falstad stacking at 35 right now. Still 2 stacks on the Anduin. No subdue for the Johanna, but still, hit 2 or more enemy heroes, you get that 80% slow that does not decay. Really, really big on that one. Good setup for sustained damage into the enemy. Also, Ripper Air for the Junkrat. That puts him on a 4-second cooldown when he's the only one hit by it. They'll see the Blaze rotating, but Curse Bullet, jump. Blaze has to jet propulsion away. God dang. Okay. Falstad throws out a Hammering, pushing a little bit more in bottom lane. Kind of wait for level 16s here from both sides. Nubrek poking. He burrows over the far side of the wall, and he's able to disengage safely. Blaze still clearing out things on top. I think he was considering to rotate into the allies. Temporal Loop onto the Johanna, Leap of Faith, and Iron Skin utilized to deny that. That's a rough go right there. Nubrek trying to close the distance on Junkrat, but he's got a Concussion Mine to back away.
This'll be good.
All right, Dragonshire, map number 1, still pretty equal between both sides. All structures up and available. Actually, excuse me, that's a lie. There's going to be a top lane fort traded for a bottom lane fort. So equal structures at least. Only 1 fort down on both sides. Different lanes. 15s. Actually, level 16 almost here. Chromie already hit hers because of her trait. Chastise, Light Bomb, Condemn. So much thrown onto Itrax here who gets the Ancestral Healing. Cocoon will connect onto the Anduin as Falstad's going to fly around for a better position. Hogger needs to back out of here. Good Condemn pulls Rai in. That's a Jet Propulsion to the face. And Collision Course will collide with Hogger's health pool, and that is a dead Hogger. No kill from the side of Poland as Spain starts to gain momentum in map number 1, but the Leap of Faith is a Chymo Cleanse. Temporal Loop. Gust from Falstad still saves him. Okay. Endless nades, by the way, for the Junkrat. Bottom lane does have a catapult arriving towards the keep. We've got Blaze holding top for the time being on the Sunshrine. Epicenter for the Anubarak. Earthgrasp Totem. Greymane will be going into the Executioner. Not a bad matchup between both these teams. Good Burrow charge out from Twice right there. 42 stacks on the Falstad currently as he flies back into mid lane, right into the bush. Danger pings on Drac right there. Is a little aggressive. No vision on the enemy on the map for the time being, or at that moment at least. What's up, Tan? How you doing today, bud? Good to see you. Blaze looking for an angle. Will collide into Twice here. We've got a Curse Bullet out from Greymane as well. Twice is able to get the Burrow Charge, but the Pyromania from Blaze is going to pop in. That should be a dead... Oh my god, no way! How? How in the world does a Nubarak live here? 2 seconds on Ancestral. It's not even going to be utilized. Nubarak taps well. He should re-engage soon. We have Blaze split from the team. Hogger gets a bounce canceled early. Itrax looking for the channel. Drac with the Hammering, but it does not connect. That's a Cocoon onto the Falstad. Greymane inside the Dragonite as a kick goes onto Johanna. Concussion Mine. Temporal Loop. Man, oh man. A lot being utilized here as Dragonite. I think this is the third one of the game, I think, maybe? No, I don't think that's even right. I think this is the first one of the game. Maybe second. Maybe second. Anyways, doesn't matter. Kick goes out onto Junkrat. He's down in bottom lane. He should be able to use his Concussion Mine to jump back. Actually, no, he's just going to walk his way back in, and mid lane fort will go down, favoring the side of Poland. Poland with a stellar draft here. They're doing really, really good. Time stop onto Dragonite as it runs up and kicks onto Blaze, I guess. That's That kind of felt like Chromie trolled their own teammate there. Kind of felt like Chromie trolled their own teammate with that timeout. Anyways. Dragonite, it is the second, thank you. Dragonite went down somewhere at the 13-minute 40 mark, so we're probably... 14, like 15, 10 or something like that, as I think the next objective announcement, somewhere around there. It's a pretty short cooldown from when the Dragonite goes down to when the next announcement of the objective. Augur clears out top lane. Both teams rushing for 20 talents here. More structures down, favoring the members of Poland, but Spain looks like they want to try and open up bottom lane a little bit further. We'll get the fort front gate. A little ahead in experience, 4 apiece in kills. I'm sure those are from later game kills, actually. Oh, we can cycle through the other numbers while we're waiting for 20s. That's fun to do. Check out where the damage, healing, and experience is being achieved and set. Junkrat with 40,000 heroic damage. Greymane 46,000. So Junkrat siege 140 nearly as Nubarak is going to initiate onto Joanna. She gets a curse bullet to the back. Down to 50% HP. Can they take down the Joanna? She drops a shield glare behind her. Greymane razor swipes in. Sulium's here with some heals. That's a blessed shield for the counter engagement. Ancestral healing will connect onto Greymane. Light bomb as well with the bunker and bunker around that. Shockwave from Hogger. I think that was the Impale from the Anubarak still connecting. Temporal loop stuck in a loop onto Falstead. He does go down. This Joanna a little bit low. Camp will go over to the side of Poland for the bottom lane as Chromie and Greymane clear out that wave. Next objective phase up and available in 10 seconds. Stats, bro. Stats, bro. Oh, we're losing because Anduin only has 7,800 self-healing, that's why. Oh man, no, it's a close game here. 5-4 in kills. It's just about 20 apiece. We will see Greymane get the Sunshine. I'm assuming, yeah, this is a Dragonite over to the side of Poland. Where are they going to take it? Mid lane? Bottom lane? What's the priority? Let's see, level 20s for both sides. We got the Farseer's Blessing, Rewind, No Control, Stuck in a Loop. We've got the... That's not Blunderbuss, is it? Oh, it is, okay. Sorry, misremember the color of that icon at 20. Radiating Faith for the Joanna. We've got the Cannonballs for the Junkrat, synergistic with the Endless Nades as well. Censure for the Anduin at level 20. Wind Tunnel for Falstad and Fortified Bunker as the Dragonite is going to drop really low. Rewind for a Nubarak, but he's not able to do too much. Joanna, yeah, is going to be stuck in a loop here, but will not go down. Falstad with the Giga Flight, looking for the Wind Tunnel. Chromie's going to time out. That's the longest stasis in the game. It's going to actually time out longer than the Gust, but still, jet propulsion to the face of Chromie. She's going down. Spain doesn't win off this, but they should be able to confirm at least a fort through bottom lane, maybe the keep front gate. Gonna grab a camp for the bottom lane first. I don't have an available wave. Junkrat should push up the wave around. Yeah. Fort for sure, maybe keep front gate. The keep front gate is kind of the uncertain one for me because there's still a lot of health on this fort to go down. Still a bit of a wave to be achieved here, and more siege giants. And siege giants actually will be not worked on by the anchor. By the Joanna. She's just going to anchor for the rest of the team in this bush. And Anduin actually starts the objective, or the Siege Giants. Just kidding. No, he doesn't. Junkrat gets it. So keep front gate is going to go down. Top lane will be traded. Actually, 3 hearths out of top lane. This will be seen, by the way. These hearths should be seen because the sidewall. Oh, actually, not 100% sure if they saw that or not. Doesn't matter. The expectation is that the enemy should be in bottom lane. And man, oh man, Spain are getting way more than I anticipated. This is not greed. This is really, really well played. Bottom lane, Bruiser Camp, wave available, and that's going to be fort, keep front gate, and keep down. Really well played from Spain. I didn't think they would get that much. I thought there'd be more defensive posturing to the side of Poland, but it looks like Poland just wanted to take out all outer layers of the forts from the side of Spain with that top lane siege. So they'll trade a little bit there. Bottom lane will be cleared out. And next objective phase should be far off from this. Oh my god, look at that caster timing. It's almost like I get hired professionally to talk about this game. Almost like I get hired to talk about it. Nubarak was scouted out, I do believe. Oh wait, no, sorry. I flipped Chromie. Just when I compliment my own skills, completely forget where Chromie is now. Chromie's on the allied side, so never mind. Flipped it for a moment. Nubarak gets one Impale followed up. That's a rewind from a Nubarak. He's going to be displaced by the Concussion Mine. Drops a Cocoon, which Falstead will quickly clear out. A Nubarak with that Burrow available. He should have been... No, I think he used Impale actually onto the Joanna after the rewind. Okay, Siege Giants pushed up a bit in the bottom lane. We've got the Moonshrine over to the members of Poland. Sunshrine being worked on by a Nubarak as Blaze and the rest start to rotate down. So this is going to be a back off, and I do think the Moonshrine will go back into the hands of Spain. No Dragonite just yet. I think they know this. I think Poland knows this. Blaze scouted out in the bush. Gonna avoid the Sand of Chromie. Some Oil Slicks in the anchoring bush for that Anubarak. We'll scout him out. Jet Propulsion gets the AoE onto 2. Is there a Radiating Faith? Yes, indeed there is. Ancestor Healing with the Farseer's Blessing feels a little early in this engagement, but hey. Rhaegar pops it. Shockwave combo onto Pep. Wind Tunnel into the Dragonite wall here. Temporal Loop onto the Falstead. There's a Junkrat Concussion Mine followed up by a Jet Propulsion from Blaze. Pep taking a lot of damage. Leapt away in the air. 391 HP on the Blaze. And Poland just cannot find a kill as Anubarak sneaks down to bottom. And Alvarez maybe looking for the channel. Maybe Hogger actually swaps that. Yeah, Hogger should get the channel onto this. Bottom lane keep is exposed. Dragonite, how much value is it going to get? We're going to find out here.
The fire comes for you.
Oh, you guys are welcome to talk about it in Twitch chat. I just don't want to say the results out loud, that's all. If someone could tell Nancy the results of Sweden versus Finland, I do believe that's what she was asking for. Netherlands did, unfortunately, have to forfeit today, so there was no Netherlands versus Ukraine match today. That's Temporal Loop onto the Joanna. She's going to eat one of those stuck in a loops with the Iron Skin. Light Bomb, but the Temporal Loop actually doesn't time out correctly with the Iron Skin, and the Light Bomb is wasted, unfortunately. Bottom lane keep does go down. 5 to 6 in kills. It's an even map between both teams. One good fight is GG. Thank you, Khan. Thank you very much, Khan. Yeah, just do my best to avoid it for VOD purposes. Oh, I thought my little mug heater was on. That's why my tea's getting cold. Concussion Mine onto the Bruiser Camp. I actually think this is the first map. Is this the first map of the day to go into 20 minutes? I feel like it is, actually. No, I think France versus Germany did have a 20-minute map somewhere in there. It's just weird to me. I'm like, holy crap, we're still in map number 1. Had a little bit of speed running earlier today. People in the mood for some GDQ, it looks like. You're also not playing tomorrow. Yeah, that's true too. Nancy, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Connoisseur. Thank you very much. I'll resend your alert when we get out of game. Top lane has some damage. I have a little mug heater and I forgot to turn it on. I turned it off earlier because if you have a little bit of tea in the bottom of your mug, it can get really, really, really hot. And it just catches you off guard. You just go to sip it and you're like, ah! My mouth, it's on fire. Blaze looking for a Jet Propulsion. Twice anchoring will tank that damage for the allies. Cleanse out from Rhaegar. Falstead flying in, but there's no Wind Tunnel angle. Okay. Enjoy all your new emotes, my friend. Blaze chilling in the bush. You see Junkrat. There's the reveal from Chromie with a nice Sandblast from her. She actually picked up, I think, she got 3 hits on those. The level 1's already done. Blaze, Jet Propulsion in. Itrax as the target, tanking a ton of damage. Will he get the Ancestor Healing? It's available. He does get the Ancestor Healing. The Farseer's Blessing will come through. 2 health bars for the Greymane. He actually taps well with that Farseer's Blessing, so I feel like you really want to continue to pressure in with that healing over time. And here comes the Jet Propulsion in from Blaze. He doesn't make the connection. That's a bunker down from him as well. Apparently Blaze is in the Dragonite, even though there's no Dragonite channel. All right, and that's the end of the engagement between Spain and Poland. Back and forth poke, but no kills. Moonshine over the side of Spain. Sunshine in the hands of Poland. As I mentioned, one good team fight, and this is GG. Death timers are long. Win conditions are set through bottom on both sides. I mean, heck, win conditions set in the top lane as well for the side of Spain. As the Joanna gets low, but she does not fall. Good healing out from the Anduin. All right. Junkrat jumps over as well. This is a bit of a lull in the game. 99 stacks for the Falstead, by the way. So very close to getting his 100 mark. There's no jump in. I mean, you still get it's just another 0.5 as well, but still. Just a good jump in stats, that's all. 60. Oh, wow. Gonna pick up a few here. That doesn't matter right now. As a Nubrak almost got chunked. Has to pop the rewind, if I'm not mistaken. Wind tunnel into the wall. Onto the Greymane. Riptire from Junkrat coming through. Hogger with a bounce through as well. The Riptire doesn't get as much value as they're anticipating. Cocoon from a Nubrak cleared out. I do want to see really quickly. Rewind is 43 seconds away from being available again. No Dragonite since the Sunshine was at the 50% mark. And we'll see Siege Giants for the side of Poland. A tense map number 1 in this best of 5 chat. What's up, Dragon? How you doing today, bud? Good to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Nubrak, short distance burrow. Will he pop the rewind to take down the Joanna? He's stunned out. Temporal loop onto Pep. Blind. Nice bunker from Blaze denies the temporal loop. Nubrak checking the bush. Junkrat at the top lane. He'll be able to push up that camp a little bit, but I think there's a quick clear onto this. Blunderbuss has some good splash behind. Hogger will go for the channel. Joanne in the bottom lane will get this Moonshine, but the Sunshine quickly swapped over by Hogger. So we flipped the lanes in that regard, and the map does continue here. Almost 26 minutes in map number 1. Almost 26 minutes. Shield Glare to check the camp. Blaze with the Jet Propulsion. Nubrak burrows away, lands the Impale. Falstad with the flight in, looking for the Wind Tunnel. Nice chunk. Cocoon onto the Falstad as well. Are they going to see the dive? Nubrak pops the rewind. That's going to be big dive onto Falstad. And the Anduin does not get the Leap of Faith. Joanna eats the Shockwave from Hogger with the Iron Skin. And so Falstad dead for 50 seconds. Rye runs to bottom lane, but Blaze Anduin, they're going to do the same thing. They don't want to give over a free Dragonite to the enemy. And actually, Junkrat, with the Ripper Air, is able to get around the map quite quickly. He'll throw this, he'll actually get the full channel into this and then just Ripper Air away. Joanna, though, shall be staggered out. No, the healing from Anduin's enough. I don't think they can get Temporal onto Anduin. He'll self-Light Bomb, but I think it actually went off before the Temporal Loop pulled him back, and Nubrak gets the Ancestral Healing with the Farseer's second charge. Cocoon, not Cocoon, Concussion Mine does split him back. Chromie with the channel. Blaze, though, going to try and sneak into bottom lane. Look for this counter channel, but I think, yeah, he'll get this in time. There's no way Rye gets it. 6 seconds on Falstad. Junkrat being chased down in bottom lane. Can he get away? Concussion. Oh, Earthgrass. Nope. Goodbye. Goodbye. Who's going to go into mid lane? Because I feel like you go to mid, you grab Dragonite, and you end game through bottom. I really do think you want to just end it right here, right now. On the side of Poland, but this is a very competitive best of 5 already, so I don't think this is going to be a straight 3-0. I really don't. I have a gut feeling this is not going to be a 3-0. Falstad going to be Cocoon for just a second or two. Temporal Loop onto Joanna. Iron Skin eats both of the poles. Alright, Dragonite in the bottom lane, dealing a hefty amount of damage into structures, I would assume. 711 damage. Oh, 711. No, actually, it's 1,422 damage. That's a gust through the wall with the Falstad. The Light Bomb only connecting onto the Greymane. The Dragonite's on core. The Dragonite's on core. The Dragonite's on core. GG, well played. Map number 1 goes over to the side of Poland. But as I said, I feel like this series is going to be a decent and a chunky one. GG, well played. Chonky is the word of the day. Chonky is the word of the day. Choose outcome. Oh, wait, no, I have to wait for the game to catch up. What's up, Kiss? How you doing?
No,
Twitch sub.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yuppie. Yippee. Rewatching the Star Wars episode 1 through 3, the Anakin yippee just throws me off so much every time. I need to get back on my Star Wars marathon. I really do. I have Solo and I think Rogue One up next. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the meta. I'm starting to do it. This is how I know I'm starting to get tired. I'm starting to say the wrong name of the tournament. Welcome back into Nations Cup. On the left-hand side, we have the members of Poland. On the right, it's going to be Spain. Looks like Spain opted in for first pick priority as the losing team from map number 1. We're going to Battlefield of Eternity. And I don't know why the sun is so southern all of a sudden, but Poland will be choosing map number 2 in this best of 5, as it is going to be that mentioned Spain first pick priority. As a reminder, this is the Meta Madness style of draft, meaning that heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for both teams. So, for example, Greymane, Chromie, Hogger, Anubarak, Rhaegar, Joanna, Falstad, Junkrat, Andu, and Blaze were all played in the previous map. Neither team can draft any of those heroes. You will see bans at the top of your screen. Those bans only pertain to the current draft, meaning Li Ming will not be added to that banned list, so she could be played on map number 3. Once again, this is a best of 5, so we're guaranteed at least 3 maps. We'll see if Spain can put one up on the board here on Battlefield, or will Poland continue their, I wouldn't say dominance, but their slow, sustained gains in this best of 5 up against Spain. I believe if the math is done right, and if I'm wrong, just blame Rob Paris, easy enough. If the math is right, if Spain wins, they go to the Berlin LAN as the 4th seed. If Poland wins, they go to the Berlin LAN as the 4th seed, because unfortunately Netherlands will not be playing today, and they will not be playing tomorrow, so that is going to be giving some shifted. I believe Netherlands is supposed to play Poland tomorrow, so that's a free 3-0 for Poland tomorrow. So I do believe Spain and Poland are vying for seed number 4, and this is the game to really put everything on the line. This is when you want to Cho'Gall early and assert your dominance, chat. What the fuck? Hey, I told you. If you're from the Midwest, if someone's your friend, you flame them. That's how you show your love and appreciation for someone. When I go back to the Midwest, I get razzed all the time. All the time I get razzed. And you know what? That's how I know my friends love me. If they hated me, they would say nothing. No tank bans, by the way. No tank bans. Arthas, Diablo, ETC, Garrosh, Mal'Ganis, Mei, Muradin, Stitches, Tyrael, and Varian are all up and available, as Muradin will be grabbed with the Hanzo for Poland. I do have to say, if memory serves me correct, iTrax has a beautiful, beautiful Hanzo, so I'm excited to see them on this hero, though there is the Shimada bro on the opposing side, Genji, to dive into the back line. Let's see. Oh my god, chat. Tomorrow's the last day I have to wake up at 4 a.m. Tomorrow's the last day I have to wake up at 4 a.m. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, chat. You have no idea. I love casting Heroes of Storm. I love Nations Cup. I'm super pumped to be going to Germany. Super happy to be doing casting. But I do gotta be honest. Going to bed at 7 p.m. to wake up at 3:30-ish? Yeah. I'm gonna be happy about that one. Left-hand side, we will see a ban. I live on the west coast of the United States. That's why I have to wake up so early. On the west side of the map, sure. Poland, gonna ban out the Sergeant Hammer. And actually, as I look at it, the draft of Spain is really good for Sergeant Hammer. Yrel, Malfurion, Genji, all great defensive and sort of anti-dive tools onto the Sergeant Hammer. Righteous Hammer, Roots, Genji with Deflect for the counter damage. Also, Genji can just go and Swift Strike into the backline, start harassing whoever wants to step into Sergeant Hammer. So, really good Hammer draft. Nice heads-up ban from the side of Poland, as we will see probably a healer ban here, I would assume, from Spain. Unless there's something they don't want to deal with up against Yrel, and it's going to be a Tychus. I see your Cho'Gall. My first instinct is to answer, and I raise my Probius in response. I'd love a Probius. Just don't live on the West Coast. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Damn, dude. Just you can live in the West Coast, just be on CEST time zone. Just live your life on CEST. That would not work out for me very well. I would miss a lot of ski days, I think. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe. Kind of thinking about the math. Actually, maybe I'd catch the end of the ski day consistently. I wouldn't get first chair. Would not be able to get first chair. Anyways, last two picks for the side of Spain. I don't hate the idea of like a Garrosh here. Oh, okay. Diablo and Sylvanas. This is a very good draft from Spain. How is Poland gonna adjust into this? Diablo, Sylvanas, Malfurion, Yrel. Wow. I'd like to see a little bit more baseline CC from the side of Poland. I know they've got Stun, Drag, Stormbolt. I really wouldn't mind like a Kael'thas Gravity Lapse, but granted, this is Battlefield of Eternity. I don't think Kael'thas is too hot of a commodity on this map. Maybe a Thrall? Okay, Jaina's fine too. The slows, I was going to mention the slows. Slows and burst to be played off of Drag, Stormbolt, and Stun. I do like those as well. I was thinking about sustain just damage into these enemies and locking them down. But still, Drag, Stun, Stormbolt, these are all still fine. Stellar draft from both sides. Let's go ahead and swap ourselves into the casting screen. I am going to go ahead and start a prediction for all of you lovelies at home. You live on EST and operate on PST? Yeah, that's more doable. But honestly, I just destroy my sleep schedule. That's what I do. I could operate on EST, but I'm just going to destroy my sleep schedule instead. Just don't live in NA. Well, that's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of paperwork that I don't have the time to do. My dad does, though. He's actually trying to get his citizenship back. Because when you escape communism, you have to forfeit your citizenship. So they gave their passports and all that kind of stuff to the US government. But my aunt still lives there, so like that's the whole thing. Like we still have family and everything in Romania, so he's like, "Oh, it'd be super easy for me to get citizenship back." And I'm like, "Then do it." Then I can get myself my dual citizenship. On the left-hand side, we got Poland. We got Itrax on the Hanzo, twice to play the Muradin. Love on the... Oh my god, on the Uther. We'll be seeing Al on that Jaina, and Rai to play the Dahaka. Master skin, mind you. And look at that onion ring of achievement. That is a high-level Dahaka. To the right-hand side of our map, we've got Pep on the Yrel for the side of Spain. Exulium playing the Malfurion. Nano on the Genji. There's your... Oh, no, the level ones were there. We do have Joanna on the Diablo, and Drac to play the Sylvanas. Just move into orbit, Baha. That way time zones won't be a thing to you. It's just Space Station Bahamut. Yeah, sure. I don't know how you know what? The internet's probably amazing in space. The internet's probably fantastic up there. Looking at the level 1s here, we are going to be seeing Thick Boy Dahaka. Diablo with the Shadow Charge onto Muradin here. Nano coming in for some damage, but the Dwarf Toss out. And the block stacks as well for level 1 on the Muradin with the Dwarf Block. 2 stacks on the Fingers of Frost from the Jaina. Nothing out of the ordinary. But yeah, Dahaka will be going into Tissue Regeneration at level 1. No Enhanced Agility, no Dark Swarm for Spell Armor. Don't worry, I'll marry you, Kappa. Oh, well. My future was looking promising to leave the United States until I see the Kappa. Unfortunate. Well, I'll continue to live in my mountain town. Yrel, Genji grab the camp in top. We will see Impalers in the bottom lane for the side of Poland, so split on those Impalers. Diablo, yeah, this is Dahaka is going to see 2 enemies on this and is like, I don't think I can go for this right now. No, Diablo, oh no, okay, he actually went back down into bottom lane. I thought he was still rotating or maybe sitting in the bush. Speaking of sitting in the bush, Rai is going to be exiting the bush. He taps his... Oh, he actually burrows and eats his essence as well. That's that little grumble from the Dahaka was. Bottom lane, fort front gate taking decent damage from the Impaler. Dahaka, Sylvanas and Malfurion should be able to delay that out. Yeah, one of the towers with a sliver of HP. Genji takes a Stormbolt to the face. Hanzo tries to hit him with a Stormbolt, but that will be deflected away by his brother. 7 stacks on the Simple Geometry for Hanzo as well. Wave of Light on 17 right now for the Uther. Taking a look into the top lane really quickly. Dahaka lands the drag. He gets the Impaler, but that's still not that bad. You just pull it into tower range, clear it quicker. Objective phase is going to be announced here in 3 seconds. Seven talents here being worked on by both sides as we just get into level 4. We will see the Hero Stalker at level 4. Sledgehammer Muradin, huh? Looking for that race potential. Gonna see the Holy Fire for the Uther. Alright, Shuriken Mastery, Possession from Sylvanas, Soul to Flame for Diablo, Malfurion with the Rejuvenation, probably gonna be going into, oh god, I'm blanking on... His Cleanse at level 7, I'm blanking on the name. It's Nature something, I think. My brain keeps saying Nature's Call, but that's Ludnara's, amplified damage at level 4. Oh, Diablo, he takes a ton of damage standing still. Dahaka brush stalking in. Is there a drag? Yes, it is onto Yrel, but the target is Diablo. At least it seemed like that. Yrel is going to try and back away. She's got Avenging Wrath. She's got Dauntless at level 1. She's got the Hand of Freedom. She's got too many buttons that cleanse her away. As the Fort Front Gate and bottom lane will go down, the halfway mark is here, favoring the members of Spain, as Muradin steps right into them. I think, yeah, they have to go. Poland has to step in and try. Oh my god, goodbye, Genji. I thought he was going to be able to Swift Strike out or Cybernetic Agility, but no, not the case. Hanzo splits off to the left-hand side. The rest of the team anchors. Bottom lane, by the way, the RNG is really good for the Fallen Shaman, not getting targeted by the tower. And this is going to be Fallen Shaman pushing things up onto the fort for the time being, but that minion wave is quickly dwindling. The Fallen Shaman might get targeted by the tower. No, he's not going to. I know we're watching the Fallen Shaman. I know Diablo went down. My apologies on my observing here, but that is going to be pepped so very low on the Yrel. Does she get away? Indeed she does, twice on the Muradin, trying to get away from Genji. Will he go in for the Swift Strike? I'm not sure. Immortal Phase. Alarian in the top lane, favoring the side of Poland as that Fallen Shaman continues to get value in bottom lane. You get all the funding from all the Final Fantasy fans, only downside you're randomly summoned by 18-year-olds with weird hairstyles and deep dark backgrounds of I'm sad. Lucrezia! It's all my fault. And that's why it's the best game ever! If you've never seen Awesome Games, there's I believe it was like an old Ego Raptor animated series that he would do. There's Awesome Games Final Fantasy. It's very good. It's so on point. It's all my fault! Well, the 7s are here for both sides. We got Divine Steed for the Yrel, another button to just do too many amazing things for this character. Guardian of Ancient Kings for the Uther as well. Bottom lane, we have a rotation from a few enemies. Dahaka is going to not see the Diablo or Genji down here. I think he saw Yrel. Might have scouted out Genji on the camp. Baha is low maintenance. Oh, I'm an easy man to please. Give me some good food, put on Mythbusters, and get me a nice tasty 6-pack. That's all I need, man. I'm a simple man. Dahaka is going to continue their back and forth in bottom lane up against the Yrel. 6,000 damage on the Jaina's Frostbite at baseline. She'll be halfway to that. I believe it's 12,000 you need. The fight does break out in this top lane. And Uther, Wave of Light is done. Joanna on the Diablo, so very low. Muradin Dwarf tosses, he's got the heavy impact, and Hanzo gets the hit. Level 7, 80% slow for 1.5 seconds. Good scatter. Good damage. Better ingredients. Poland. Not Papa John's, that shit's disgusting. That's not real pizza. That's just sugar sauce on dough. Well, the top lane fort will survive, but a really good double kill for the side of Poland. Diablo, 59 souls currently. 10 talents, you're almost here, so you know what we do, chat. You've been here hanging out with me for most of the day. We cycle through the other numbers, get an idea what the damage, healing, and experience looks like. That's a lot of damage on the Muradin. He doesn't have Avatar, gets the Dwarf Toss out. What's up, Jade? Good to see you, bud. Avenging Wrath in. Nice stun from Lovical, but can Uther back away? He doesn't have Divine Shield or anything like that. The Haunting Wave from Sylvanas not reactivated. And Genji not able to get enough damage into his Shamata brother, Hanzo. Alright, Muradin's got the Piercing Bolt. Keep in mind he's got Sledgehammer level 4, so his Stormbolts deal a ton of damage into non-heroic things. But you also have cooldown from auto attacks. That heavy impact allows the sustained chase. Diablo, he has that soul to flame, picking up enough souls. Actually, no, that's level 10 achieved. So he just has the soul reduction. That's why it's orange. If it was blue, he'd be at full souls. Also, you'd see the little icon underneath Diablo's. You'd see the little soul, not soul shield. You'd see the icon underneath his model as that's Murden being dove on. That's going to be the pretzels out from Hanzo. Dragon Strike zones back the enemy. The Lightning Breath cooking up Murden, but he gets a Dwarf Toss out. Papa John's is a lot of things. Pie in disguise is one of it. Pizza is not. Yeah, Papa John's is horrible pizza. I got it once in college, and I remember telling my roommate, I was like, if you ever get this again, I will find a new roommate. This shit was so gross, man. I'd rather eat Hot and Ready's than Papa John's. I really would. I think Hot and Ready's have better quality. Nice Ardent Defender. Gonna heal up to about 600 HP or so on the Urel. Objective phase. X-Strike from Genji. I feel like that might have been a disengage just to get to a safer position. As the members of Poland step onto this Immortal. Belith being chunked right now. Avenging Wrath in. Jaina drops damage into the Urel. She's got no Ardent Defender. Just gonna try and heal off the enemies. Scatter from Hanzo doesn't get the kill. Urel gets away and Murden's the one to fall. But the Immortal will go over to the side of Poland. 18 seconds on the Murden as this Immortal moves in top lane. How much is Alarian going to do and have in top lane, chat? I got you covered. 17,050 HP, 1,284 damage into structures, and points of shielding gonna be just about 6,000, but that'll rapidly fall as the Sylvanas and Genji are gonna work on this. With Murden's just now kind of getting into the map, I think we're gonna see, yeah, okay, this is absolutely fine. The top lane fort should be on still a little bit of HP from the Immortal. Should get one more attack here. And it's going to be on a sliver of HP, but bottom lane fort will go down. Murden anchoring in the rotation potential. Still got nightmares of the time he had to eat a Domino's pizza. I hate Domino's too. I do not like Domino's. I've had Domino's 4 times in my life, and every time I've gotten sick, like vomit sick. We had it once during jury duty, and I remember eating a slice and being like, this jury duty's gotta finish soon, otherwise I'm gonna vomit. And lo and behold, later that day, I got sick off it. I just don't like Domino's. I just don't think it's that good. If I'm gonna spend money on a pizza, I'll go get it from somewhere better. Somewhere local, maybe even. Anyways, Twice gonna get moved around by Diablo. He's getting just... like, Diablo's health bar is not moving, but so much damage is being thrown onto him. Soul Shield level 1 is doing work for him against that Jaina. Murden Dwarf tosses in. He's got the Piercing Stormbolt. That's a cleanse, I believe, from the Malfurion. Do we have a flank? No, Peppa's going to be considering to join in, but that Jurel will rotate down into bottom lane as the Keep Front Gate's taking significant damage. While the Jurel shows, this is the reinitiation. Diablo's got his souls. That's why it's blue right there. The fort will fall, as I mentioned, on a tiny bit of HP. Rai is going to pop the Essence and body block by their Murden, but it's still double fort down for the side of Poland, and they also have the 13 talent tier advantage for a moment. Third objective phase spawning here in the east-west positioning, defensive positioning as well. The reason we know this is it's showing shield on the minimap. Naturally, we always have the vision of the left side team. So if I were to hit the V button here, or the vision button, you'll see that the shields go to, or the axes go to a shield because we're now on the red vision, so they want to hit the opposing side Immortal. So just little tidbit if you're ever watching, if you're watching a casted game, there we go, couldn't think about the thing I was doing. If you're ever watching a casted game and they're not holding vision, which you know is holding vision because it literally says, you can at least assume or know where the Immortals will be spawning. Little tidbit for all of you viewers at home to amplify your viewing experience. 13's apiece on both sides. Jurel is pushing up the top lane. Once again, green light for the side of Poland to step in. Diablo taking a lot of damage. Murden trying to lock him into place with a Stormbolt. The Dragon Strike gets a whole lot of damage onto Diablo. Jaina is done with her Frostbite baseline, so she's got a time stop, or she's got a freeze for a second, an ice block, if you will. Diablo pressuring onto the Jaina. She's going to be cooked up by the Lightning Breath. I don't think there's the stasis from her. That stalls things out. Isolation will connect onto Diablo. His soul's expended, as you see on the left side of our screen. Also, 0 seconds on his death timers. It's extremely low from that. Fallen Shaman was pushed up by the Yrel in top lane, and that'll confirm the fort for free, but I don't think the members of Poland are too worried about that. They've got current race potential in their favor, going to try and get to the halfway point. Raya was considering the Hearth, but the drag will not connect from this Dahaka onto Malfurion, and now it disengages. Sylvanas will Haunting Wave in. Pep looking for a bit of flanking. The angle of that looked like flanking to me. All right, they break off from the Immortal Race. Seems like a lot of well tapping to be had. Dragon Strike available from Hanzo if they want to use that for a zoning tool here. Nice Avenging Wrath out from the Yrel to disengage Murden's Stormbolt. Dahaka brushstalks in from the top lane clear, and now we get into the halfway point. 16,963. Sorry, I couldn't read numbers all of a sudden. I sound like a politician from the United States. 16936 HP on Immortal. That actually did happen in the United States, and it's very depressing that that's someone who's been elected to our government and makes decisions on my future. We have a ton of damage onto the Sylvanas. She'll be able to get the Haunting Wave away. Nano able to back off as well. Malfurion the one to fall a little bit ago. 25 seconds on his death timer as Diablo will be stunned, and dead. Diablo didn't have enough souls to buy back in. He is at 40 currently, so that will be 30 seconds on his death timer. And another Immortal phase over to the side of Poland. This is going into top lane because bottom lane has already been sieged a bit. As we mentioned in the previous series on Battlefield of Eternity, the Immortal will always go to the more well-defended lane. So in theory, if this lane had all the structures, if bottom lane had the exact same amount of structures as top lane, but this top lane had one damage, a singular damage onto the fort front gate or a tower or whatever, the Immortal would go to bottom lane because that is the more well-defended lane by 1 HP. The Archangel on Brax's holdout does work the same way. I have seen it once or twice not work out that way, where it does go into the weaker of the lanes, but it's very, very rare, and it was like bottom lane keep was 50%, top lane keep was like 49%, so it might have been that. Looks like we have some sound issues on the side of Poland, so we're going to be seeing a pause. As we always do, during pauses, we pull ourselves out of the game just in case there's any sort of... we just want to have competitive integrity. That's the big thing. Save the competitive integrity. As this is not right. There's no way this Immortal's only dealing 660 damage. Oh, it's because the Immortal's doing a wind-up or something like that. That's why. The Immortal's in the middle of something. So I was like, this Immortal having 5,300 HP, 14 minutes and 20 seconds of the game? Yeah, that's not real right there. But as I said, we do have a little bit of a pause right now. I do apologize for the delay. We are waiting for the sound issues to be resolved, and once they are, we will get back into the game. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And I appreciate you all being here. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit the follow button. I do stream full-time, 6 days a week. Monday is my only day off, and that's pretty consistent. I rarely miss streams unless I get food poisoning. I rarely take days off when I have scheduled stream, but I felt so bad that Monday. When I had COVID and I had a fever, I still streamed. My friends said I looked like shit, but I still streamed. But that food poisoning on Monday, I was like, if I stream today, I'm just going to be sitting here just like trying not to be sick on stream, which is not fun for anyone. But either way, be sure to hit the follow button. If you'd like to support the stream further, it's always super duper appreciated. As I said, I stream Tuesday through Sunday, and we average 6 hours of stream. Streams decently European friendly. We start at 10 a.m. PDT, which is about 19 CEST on average. Some days a little bit earlier. Let's get back into the game. We have the readies out from the players. Thank you all for your patience as we had this sound issue resolved. Let's go ahead and check those stats on the Immortal right now. That's a lot more realistic. 1,548 damage into structures with 21.5 thousand or so in HP, 2,000 in shielding about to fall. When the shielding drops and that golden swirl does drop from Alarion, he'll move into melee range. That's a little fact as well. Top lane keep taking a ton of damage. Bottom lane fort does have a wave on it, but we're not concerned about that. We're concerned about what's happening in front of our faces. And it's 16 talent tier advantage as well for the side of Poland. That's a Dragon Strike to zone back the enemy. Jaina trying to drop a Blizzard. They want this keep in the top lane. They want the consistent catapult pressure. The two catapults are here. One of them was locked on the tower. Avatar has to be utilized by the Muradin. We've got Genji looking to jump in. Dwarf toss out 1,000 HP from Muradin. He is able to throw the Stormbolt back, but the X-Strike from Genji finds last little bit of damage. And the keep will survive with a... 1,426 HP Rye getting low, gets the Divine Shield from the Uther. Can he get the Brush Stalk out in time? Nah, he's stunned. He should have Brush Stalked the moment he got the Divine Shield, but of course, you know, you're panicked in those moments. Well then. Boldly played by the side of Spain, and they'll be able to deny the enemy key. Oh, Diablo, did you make a mistake, bud? I mean, yeah, he's got souls to buy back in, but that's a bit rough. Trading souls for a kill onto a Hanzo. I mean, you are gonna delay out the defenses of the side of Poland, so maybe it is worth it. Maybe the soul expenditure is worth it. I would lean into saying no personally. Next objective phase is here, east-west side of the map. Yrel in a flank position, but this is Jaina gonna scout that out with her snowman here, her water elemental, even though it's a winter elemental. Another root. Diablo getting rooted for a second or two is from the numbing blast from Jaina's level 16, by the by, if you are wondering where that's coming from. So more lockdown potential. Stun from Uther. You've got the, I just said it, the numbing blast from the Jaina. You've also got Stormbolt from Muradin, Dahaka with Drag. He actually went elongated tongue as well. It's a 20% range increase on the Drag as the objective phase racing will be had by both sides. We have a bottom lane Fallen Shaman favoring the members of Poland, and the Immortal race will be faster by about 2,405, 6 to the side of Spain. A little NA math for you in chat. Though, while this camp is being grabbed, a real hefty amount of damage is going to be done to this Immortal, down to 10k. Stun from Uther. Jaina with the root. Pep is just locked in place for a moment. Dahaka brush stalks in. Alrighty. Level 20 still a level and a half away for the side of Poland, who are in the lead here structurally. Bottom lane Fallen Shaman needs to be managed by Yrel, but they need to also make the team fight happen. Drag from Dahaka, Dragon Strike from Hanzo, Isolation onto Diablo, X-Strike. There's another Drag of the Feeding Frenzy value for the Dahaka, as that is going to be a lockdown onto Genji. He gets a Swift Strike out. The Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas will be on to 1, and Dahaka's traded. Avatar from Muradin, Stormbolt from Muradin also connects into the Sylvanas. She pops Will Forsaken down to 400 HP, and it seems like Poland backs away, but the Kata's on the keep in bottom. That might be a guaranteed keep. Yeah, I think that's actually guaranteed keep in bottom lane. I don't think the minion wave spawning will be quick enough. Also, Catapult locks onto structures. It fixates onto structures once it does make that connection. Stormbolt, lockdown, Pep so very low. Ardent Defender, 94 seconds away. The bottom lane keep will fall, but the top lane has a Fallen Shaman and a decent wave behind it. On the side of Poland, they may lose their keep. If no one responds, this keep for free. I think you lose it either way. Yeah, you lose it either way. I don't think Jaina has the quick enough clear. There's no way she's got this quick enough. I feel like you should have just left that and just gone for some team fighting or race potentials of Renji. Oh, Yrel is so very low. Hanzo chases one auto attack, and that's a kill. Uther will fall, no level 20, so he doesn't get the respawn. Double Stormbolt from Muradin. Jaina throws out the Water Elemental. That'll be getting some slow and sustained damage. Uther will lose his Ghost Form healing. Fallen Shaman in top lane is going to push up onto the Catapult, but the Fallen Shaman gets into the core range, so it's going to be quickly and easily cleared out by the core with the splash damage. Diablo coming in with a Shadow Charge once again, 20 talent here. Muradin gets a huge Dwarf Toss, heavy impact, and that's a double kill for the side of Poland. Spain will get the Immortal phase, but Poland just found a triple kill. Can they end? 20 on Yrel, 50 on Diablo, and Genji. It looks like Poland plays it safe. They're going to clear out top lane. They're going to destroy the Immortal before it finds much, if any, value in the bottom lane. Going to get a couple auto attacks onto this fort for sure, but I think the fort survives. No, the Immortal is chunking. Hanzo's trying to find that last little bit of damage. No, they save this. It's going to be low, but they'll save it. Oh, no! No! Jaina and friends, they left too early! Yrel trying to get away. She's got Ardent Defender, but she really doesn't want to use it here. Ardent Defender will be used. She's back to nearly full HP, and now...
A singular strike.
I know there are many strikes, but that was just wow. I've never seen a Yrel health bar move up and down like that. And I feel like it was almost like a conscious decision from the side of Poland. They're just like, you know what? Just hit her. Just keep hitting her. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. She's locked in place. Ladies and gentlemen, with a Holy Light from Uther, I do think it is going to be the members of Poland taking map number 2 in this best of 5. Genji is going to start cleaning things up. He's the lone
Remind yourself
defender.
that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Indeed, Kiss. Indeed. We do have Uther respawning because he's got the Redemption level 20. Did we see him any meme 20s? No. Poland did not take any meme 20s. They were like, all right, we're playing this serious. We're playing this safe. And we're gonna
Team kill!
the opposing side. Map number 2 goes over to the side of Poland. GG, well played. Spain. Tournament life on the line here. I missed.
Denied.
That was good. That was good timing. Remaining maps: Cursed Garden, Shrines, Tomb, and Towers of Doom. We'll see where we're going to next. I'll show you the stats. We'll get rid of some ads. Could be the final map of the day, chat. As a reminder, I want to thank all of you who are watching, lurking, chatting. Really do appreciate your continued support of the stream. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're enjoying yourself and you're not following, be sure to hit the follow button. It costs you $0. Supports the stream, gets us closer to the 7,000 mark in our followership. Just, you know, little goals here and there. If you'd like to support the stream further, it's always super duper appreciated. As I mentioned, we full-time stream 6 days a week, so if you want to drop your Prime off here, it'll be much appreciated, and it will be used very, very well. We do have sub goals. We got some fun sub goals, actually. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, excuse me. It's into Nations Cup map number 3 in our third best of 3 today. Unfortunately, there was a forfeit from the side of Netherlands. They will not be playing up against Ukraine, so Ukraine got a free 3-0, and Netherlands will not be playing tomorrow as well. So we'll only have 3 best of 5s tomorrow. But hey, we got some fun Heroes of Storm action in front of your faces. We're getting into map number 3. We're heading to Cursed Hollow. We'll see, can Poland make the 3-0 happen, or will Spain rally and get out their brooms? Spain, get out the brooms. This is when you got to start sweeping things up. No Abathur shenanigans for this game. Looking at your cast with my coffee. Ooh, well, enjoy your coffee. Is it Duncan Hills? There's a little Adult Swim reference for some people in chat. I'm so excited we finally have a movie coming out to answer everything. A decade later, a decade after Doomstar Requiem. After a decade, 10 years. I used to live in Detroit when that premiered. I remember when Doomstar Requiem released, I used to work as an engineer. I got up so early in the morning. I used to get up at 4:45 to walk Bandit, take a shower, eat breakfast, and make lunch to get to the office by 6:45. My shift started at 7, but here in the United States, on time is late. Being on time is late. Being early is on time. So yeah. Yeah, so I'll never forget when the Doomstar Requiem, when they had that episode, it released at like midnight or whatever. I recorded it because I used to have cable in Detroit and I had the DVR. So I recorded it. I got up 1 hour earlier. I got up at like almost 3:45, I think it was. So I got up and I watched Doomstar Requiem and then I walked Bandit and had my day. God, so excited. I have done the math. Okay, everyone in chat, Rob Paris has done some math. If Poland wins this, they're 100% through. If Spain takes a single map, they can qualify by beating Sweden tomorrow, unless your math is wrong. Well, you're not streaming, which means it has to be right. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that. Oh, man. Dude, we have so many fun streams coming up. We have so many fun streams. June's going to be a fun month of streams as well. June's going to be also interesting because I have to pack in a bunch of sub-goal streams into June, and I'm going to not be streaming for like 9 days in June. I'm nervous but excited to go on vacation. I'm not excited to see my sub count when I come back from vacation. Maybe we'll have to do a subathon when I come back home. All right, let's focus in on the draft here for Cursed Hollow. We have got a Lucio, Sergeant Hammer, Deathwing ban. We've got an Abathur, Garrosh, and something else to be banned away by the side of Spain. As a reminder, this is Meta Madness style of draft, so Greymane, Hanzo, Chromine, Muradin, Hogger, Dahaka, etc. that were played on the previous maps are unavailable for either side. So when we look at things like tanks available, Arthas, Gera, nope. Arthas, ETC, May, Stitches, Tyrael are the last tanks available. I mean, you got like Zool tank and stuff like that. You've also got Cho'Gall, but they're in the strange category heroes. Rexxar, Stukov, ETC, Tychus. I like the draft from Poland. This is actually a really well-rounded draft. They are missing... Oh, actually, their CC's fine. Misha Charge, you got ETC Power Slide, and then you got Lurking Arm from Stukov. Grenade from Tychus, got a little bit of control from that. Sustained damage is not too bad. I would like to see a mage for the side of Poland. I'd really like to see some sort of bursty mage, like a Kael'thas, or not a Li Ming, because she's been picked up by the side of Spain. That is a big grab, though. Oh, I like the Spain draft a lot. Cassia jumps in. Maybe Valkyrie Cassia? I know Ball Lightning's really strong. Infinite Ball Lightning is 20's huge. But the Valkyrie to go fishing for, like, Stukov in the backline or Tychus could be massive in these engagements. But as I said, I'd love to see a mage here. I think the wave clear could get a little bit more... they could have a little bit more wave clear on the side of Poland. Also, extra burst in this fight around, like, ETC Mosh Pit and stuff. Might actually be a stage dive ETC, potentially. Kael'thas, I actually was really hoping it'd be this. I do like the Kael'thas pickup here. Gravity Lapse, Living Bomb. Pyroblast is an option as well, but I think we'll see Phoenix. It has good siege potential, it has good zoning potential, and the sustained damage is nice out of it. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and swap into a casting screen. This is going to be our potentially, I don't know the results, but because these are live games. Cursed Hollow. All right, which team is going to be winning Cursed Hollow? Go ahead and get your gambles in, everybody. Hey, Skullfy, what's up, bud? Rob's done. What? You're so excited for me, Bahamut. I'm like so nervously excited. Exactly, Ninja. That's what I was thinking. Is like Tychus, Kael'thas, Stukov against a Valkyrie could be a way for Spain to sort of whittle down that back, or not whittle down, but be able to grab the back line. Because like Valkyrie into Fellclaws, into Leap, into Polymorph, Li Ming combos, I think that's huge. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see. The map is just about loaded into. The gamble has begun.
Hey, listen.
And on the left-hand side, we're looking at the members of Poland. Itrax on the Tychus. Lavko on the Stukov. You can tell my brain's slowing down because I'm awake, but I've also been awake for 6 hours. Rai on the Rexxar, Misha to play Misha, Al on the Kael'thas, and twice, of course, to play the cow, ETC. To the right side of our map, we've got Spain looking to put one up on this board and start the reverse sweep. The brooms are out for Spain. Do you believe in them? Nano on the Li Ming. We'll see Pep on the Sonya. Exilium playing the Brightwing. Joanna on the Mal'Ganis, and Drac to play the Cassia. Okay, here we go. Map number 3. Let me get the zoom out here. Do we have our vision on the players? Yes, we do. ETC to check the bush with the power slide. By the way, I want to point out Rai with the correct mount. There are 2 correct mounts in this game. The Gen G logo and Pumped Up Pato. Those are the 2 correct mounts in this game. Anything else is wrong. Sorry. No Pyro, they have Brightwing. Yeah, it's always fun to think like, ooh, maybe they go Pyro. Just maybe, but no, Phoenix is the better choice here in my opinion. Phase shift from Brightwing into the top lane as Tychus was really damaging Pep here, and now it's gonna be the reverse back and forth between the 2 players. Top lane, no one goes down. Okay, ETC to rotating to mid, soaking things up, did go block party at level 1. Cassia with the Thunderstroke, building up that stacking on Lightning Fury by 15 per stack. We'll check on some of the stacks a little bit later on in the game when there's a lull and we have a huge chunk amount, and see how that math works out for the Cassia, because not only do you have this scaling, but you also have the baseline scaling on the ability as well, so those are going to be additive together. As I said, take a look at those later. Sonya a little bit low here, but Brightwing's going to float on over and help out. This is something I talked about from time to time, the way you can micro around this. With Brightwing here, it doesn't work out anymore, but the way Sonya was kind of doing a box, she's kind of playing 4 corners on this, you can rotate around one of the Bruiser Knights, and it will never auto-attack you because the other Bruiser Knights are body blocking that one. So I learned that from Justing. Shout out to Justing. Shout out to Justin for teaching me these little things here and there. I miss playing games with him, man. I miss our please try this at home segments. Those were just dumb. Like, just message him on a Monday and be like, hey, I got an idea for something stupid. He's like, let's rip it. Oh, the good old days. Mal'Ganis is going to try and Night Rush away. Phase shift from Brightwing to bolster their health. Brightwing also has extra magic armor if Brightwing goes to talent. That's true, Svenla. That's very true. Good points. All good points made by chat today. I gotta be honest, chat, y'all on point today. Making really, really good, not comments, like that's just very generic, but observations. That's what I'm looking for. Chat's been very, very good today. Like sometimes chat will come and be like, Varian bodies Lucio. Why is that? Because of the level 13. Well, he's not gonna take Soundbearer. And then when the Lucio loses the game, see? Varian's a counter! Oh, okay. Circumstantial, but alright, I'll take it. 3 stacks on In the Rhythm for the Tychus. He's baseline, I believe, 3 seconds, and he's at 0.03 seconds per stack. So we'll see that. We'll see how that looks a little bit later. Fell Claws onto Al, but this Kael'thas gets the healing pathogen. Gonna take some magic missile damage. First objective phase still in the bottom center of the map. All right, interrupt onto Rai right now. Healing pathogen still being spread around by a few of the allies. Fell Claws into the ETC, but it's just poke onto. Oh, nice. They body block the leaving damage and say, all right, we're done with this poking BS. Let's go ahead and just turn the tables. Now, Tychus is polymorphed. He is a pig. Also, he was in the form of one, too. I just realized I had the weirdest dream that Tychus was in Stormgate. I just had this vague memory of I had a dream last night where I could hear Tychus's voice line, but I was playing Stormgate, I think. So maybe the voice actor is in Stormgate, and I have a premonition. That would be absolutely wild, though. if the Tychus voice actor was a voice actor in Stormgate, that'd be great. God, I'm really, really looking forward to that. I'm super excited. Playing a lot of StarCraft has got me so excited about RTS games again. All right, well, Drak continues to poke. Got 20 stacks currently. We got that lull in the game I was talking about. Let's take a look at this. 48 damage increased by the Thunderstroke, and baseline is 216. So we're looking at north of, what, 250 damage. So a little bit north of 250 damage. Maybe 260. But we don't do math here. We do our best not to. Level 10s are almost here. That is going to be Mal'Ganis with a Night Rush out of the bush. We'll cycle through the other numbers because stats, bro. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Now Cassie is fine. She's fine. No, she's not! I thought she'd get behind the gate before the gravity lapse could connect, but let's talk about the big playmaker, Misha Bear. I said it in the draft. They've got I was hoping for maybe more CC, but then I was like, wait a minute, no, they got the Misha Stun, the ETC Power Slide. Gravity Lapse from Kael'thas is beautiful and synergistic with the Misha Charge, or even the ETC Power Slide, so I really gotta say, Poland with the pickup onto Kael'thas, I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. 10 talent here, we have Phoenix, Boars, Mosh Pit, Commandeer Odin, Flailing Swipes. Gotta make sure they don't mosh and flailing swipe at the same time. Tychus and Stormgate, take my money. Well, I mean, like the voice actor. Like, I don't think they'll put Tychus into Stormgate. I don't think they'll do that directly. But that'd be wild. I heard, by the way, you can use exclamation wish list. It does not give you a wish list of things I want. It actually links you to the wish list of Stormgate. It costs you $0 to wish list Stormgate. It helps the devs. And it's going to be a free-to-play game, so when it comes out and releases, you'll have the announcement. So use exclamation wishlist the game. They just got to 100 on the wishlist, which is a big deal. Makes them more discoverable, puts them higher on like Steam pages and stuff. Let's support some good devs, chat. Stormgate should be a really good time. There's so much mosh pit onto Mal'Ganis, but there's the Valkyrie. It connects onto Misha Bear. Oh no. Oh, it's unfortunate. Thank you, Kevin. Meanwhile, the Kael'thas in my games picks Convection goes 0 out of... Yeah. Convection is the stronger talent. That's not true. I'll meme about it all day, though. Bottom lane boss gets the fort. Top lane boss will siege in as well. How healthy is this? Actually, it's really healthy in top lane. Commandeer Odin still available. We have the Bruiser camp in mid lane as well. Pep getting chased by Tychus and the Commandeer Odin. That big circle in the ground, by the way, is going to give spell armor. 20 spell armor to the allies inside. That's from this mage right there, but he'll be cleared out. Ragnarok missiles, not enough. The one melee minion, Conan the Barbarian, will not be able to take down the fort. Unfortunate, Conan. I heard a rumor. I don't know how substantiated it is, but I heard a rumor that on Monday there's going to be some Stormgate information posted. That's the rumor I heard. So, not sure if it's substantiated or not, or if there's any value behind it, but I'll be on my day off, I'll be checking Twitter a bunch. It's actually supposed to be like it's supposed to be 60 degrees Fahrenheit here, which is roughly 10 is 50, so it'll be like 15 degrees Fahrenheit, or 15 degrees Celsius. It's not super cold, but it's not warm enough to go to the beach. Leap in from Sonya. We do have the Dark Conversion from Mal'Ganis at level 10. That's going to be a Valkyrie onto Stukov. Beautiful Valkyrie from Drac. That'll be the first kill to the side of Spain. They're going to be looking to save this Mal'Ganis. He's going to spread the living bomb. No, he won't, actually. Oh, Misha goes in deep for the charge. That's the Dark Conversion onto Misha. No! Reset for Li Ming, and I do think this will be another tribute point over to the side of Spain. Oh, man, that Valkyrie level 10 is so good. Twice? Doesn't get the Hearth out. I'm sorry, what? You just walk up and drop a mosh? What are you doing? Why? Oh, wow, I can't believe there was no wave of force over the wall. Actually, it's on cooldown. It was used immediately after ETC's death, huh? Mal'Ganis Felclaw's in, and Tychus is like, I don't know if I should be continuing this Hearth. Misha gonna soak up in bottom lane with the help of Rexxar, but dang, leap in from Sonya! Spain wants that map force so bad, and they might be getting it. Good aggression, good resets for Li Ming. And these are late game kills, which are gonna yield a lot more experience, but Misha comes in, Li Ming with the living bomb, gravity lapse! Valkyrie does not connect, and the members of Poland will be able to get a counter kill in all of this. And they still save their mid lane fort, down to 50%. All right, Poland still strong here. As Rob was mentioning in chat, if Spain can take off one map, Poland is not guaranteed to go, and they're gonna have to fight for it tomorrow. But if Poland can take the 3-0 here, they're guaranteed spot 4. Which means tomorrow's games do still matter because of seeding. I do believe there's still some seeding potential changes from the games tomorrow. Xulian with the channel on the right-hand side. Li Ming is going to be respawned and back into the fight. ETC power slides in. Mosh going to be up in 39 seconds. He didn't go for the cooldown reduction at level 13 for the Encore. No 6 seconds off of the face melts. Dark Conversion from Mal'Ganis drops ETC low, but now Mal'Ganis is the one who's just back down to exactly where he was. Mal'Ganis just back down to exactly where it was. Misha can't get the kill onto Sonya, but she is zoned away. Sonya, she's gonna tap well. No, she doesn't have it available. Top lane's got a huge, oh my god, the low blow, the living bomb! And that's a double kill for the side of Poland, and they're gonna get Curse as well. Oh, that's a rough go. No, goodbye, Sonya. She tried to leap, you heard the, oh! It's actually on 5-second cooldown. Oh, that's so awful. I thought Spain was going to take us into another map. And you know what? I shouldn't count them out just yet. The odds are ever against them. But I still think Spain. They can still make some plays. A Valkyrie crazy reset combo for Li Ming Cassia, that could be what does it here. 10 seconds on the Sonya or so. She'll have leap in 29. Bottom lane keep taking a bunch of damage from the catapults here. Mid lane keep should fall. Flailing swipes from Stukov as Misha gets the charge. Valkyrie will pull the Rexxar in. Soothing Mist from the right wing. Rexxar is just going to feign death for a moment here. Mal'Ganis clearing out the mid lane with the help of a few friends. That core shielding is starting to go down, but Poland is not going to be too aggressive here. They're not going to try and run at the core. It's even talent tiers for the time being. I think Poland looks for boss in the bottom lane. Top lane Fort taking a ton of damage. And I do think the concave, I was going to say Concord. They mentioned Concord Airlines so much in Hudson Hawk last night that I was thinking of the airline instead of, oh god. Goodbye, Mal'Ganis. Oh, no drop of Mosh Pit just because there's too many interrupts right now. And with Mal'Ganis dead, Brightwing, I think she showed in bottom lane for a moment, clearing out the minion wave. They're looking at boss, but they actually want to re-engage. They were feigning boss for a moment just to bait them back in on the side of Spain. And now, same thing, back and forth. Gonna go back for the boss. Tychus starts it out with a grenade. You caster curse them? Curse! I don't like this. I know your bottom lane's exposed. I know your bottom's exposed to your Spain, but you gotta be careful. Phase shift in from the Brightwing, flailing swipes into the wall. Lavacoil very much chunked on that Stukov, gets the healing pathogen spread around to some allies. ETC on the point. He's got Mosh Pit available. He's gonna throw, he's actually gonna push Sonya onto the point, but Rexar, Misha, they've got the stun, the value. ETC does use Mosh Pit, does manage to set up the kill into Sonya, and I have secondhand anxiety for Poland right now. Nano, able to blink away. Does Misha have a charge? Yeah, I don't think Li Ming. Oh no, okay, Brightwing blink heal. She's gonna get annihilated from that. It's a double kill overall. They turn around and look at the Mal'Ganis living bomb onto the... Oh, goodbye. Cassia, the lone defender, boss through the bottom lane. Ladies and gentlemen, Poland will take this series in a 3-0. Oh, man. I was really, I mean, technically it's a team kill. Sonya did respawn. She's gonna drop a, yeah, GG, well played. All right, Poland will take this series 3-0. It's only 10:30 in the morning for me. What do I do with the rest of my day? What am I supposed to do with the rest of my day? This is so much free time. Play some weekend hots? Nah, not with delay. Not with delay on stream. Not with delay on stream. Poland does take it. Poland does take it.